Wait a minute. I smell something. What? It smells like
Pickles?
hope.
Ever wished that you could talk to animals?
John, slow the boat down!
Oh, I want to go faster.
I can.
Private conversation.
Okay. Sorry.
And it's not just idle chit-chat with a polar bear.
We are finished.
Is this a pep talk? Because it's a weird one.
There's adventure, excitement, magic even. In Dolittle, we had a parrot named Polynesia.
I'm Polynesia.
She always gives me great advice
Wake up, John!
We think you should save the Queen.
that I refuse.
You help the Queen or we are leaving.
Just hearing her voice gets me in line.
Don't make me count.
Don't make me count.
Deep breaths, Doc. Dab Dab's got your back.
Octavia Spencer as the bird brain.
My name's Dab Dab. Smells lovely, Doc. So I want to know your name because I understand that you understand that I understand. I mean, I do understand.
We all know Octavia is a woman of great intellect.
Presenting. Dr. Dolittle is in the...
So how does she play a not-so-high-flying duck? This is how.
Don't forget Doc's forceps.
That's a leak, Dab Dab.
Sure it is.
Tom Holland plays Jip.
Everyone's gonna get to see me be a dog. Nice to meet you.
He is an adorable dog who sports some glasses, which clearly Dolittle has helped him with. And he is given the very important job of staying back and guarding the Queen.
Right. Guard dog mode. Stand back, everyone, while I secure the perimeter.
You know Selena Gomez.
When we first meet her, we soon discover the fox who sits on her head, and that's Marianne Cottier.
We got a boat to catch and we're burning daylight.
Fret not, ma chérie. We have the perfect plan.
She plays this feisty fox who works alongside Betsy, and they're on a mission.
We're wanted in 3 forests.
And it's not an escape mission unless you're being chased.
Whoa!
Let's talk about Rami Malek.
Are you scared? I am terrified.
My right-hand man is Chi-Chi, the gorilla.
I am not a prisoner of fear. Nobody's perfect. I really don't want to fight you.
We're not fighting, are we? It's a therapeutic session.
Just because gorillas and humans are genetically similar doesn't take anything away from his heroic adventure.
Come on, 1, 2. Jab, jab, cross.
Oh my gosh! Hey! I'm Plimpton.
Every heroic adventure needs a heroic sidekick. Mine is a brave and semi-noble ostrich.
Woo! I didn't break anything!
Today's gonna be a good day. I'm gonna do nothing, just prance around, think my own thoughts.
He's also my faithful steed, but since he's anti-leather, I have to ride him without a saddle.
Not my business. I'm in my happy place.
I'm unavailable.
Which, is a problem.
Oh, you've gained weight.
John Cena. He plays Yoshi.
I'm a polar bear who's always cold.
John Cena really got into the soft heart of Yoshi.
There's no doubt about that.
I'm all warm and fuzzy inside.
That's friendship, bro.
Kevin, our squirrel, is voiced by Craig Robinson.
Talking to you. Yes, you. No one messes with my family.
Total scene stealer, but that's why you get Craig Robinson, because you're like hoping he's gonna steal the scene.
Kevin's log, day unknown. The killing has ended. Let there be life.
Let's just say that Kevin, he harbors a bit of resentment against this kid and doesn't really understand why everybody's accepting him into this adventure.
He's coming to finish the job. He won't rest till I'm dead. He's obsessed.
We got Ray Fiennes to play Barry.
Dr. Dolittle, remember me, your old patient. It's Barry.
He's Tiger.
Hello, lunch.
Tigers eat people, right? So Barry's very scary. He's got tiger blood.
I'm changed. Look at me. No one I eat will ever be good enough. Yes, Mother, I know!
God, this has been a blast. This young fellow is Harry Collette, who plays the unwitting, fearless young adventurer Stubbins. He enlisted himself on the voyage, and I took the opportunity to impart a lesson or two on the young master.
You don't have to write it down. You know what? Write it down. Write everything I say, you both should write down.
I mean, it's like a dream, and it doesn't really sink in. And then when you see the movie, I guess it does sink in. You just have to really flow with it.
You are going back to whatever burrow you emerged from.
At the start, Dolittle hates sewings, which hopefully wasn't the case with me and Robert.
I completely forgot about my co-star.
I absolutely love Robert, same as Stubbins absolutely loves Dolittle.
Dude, I give you food, I give you macaroons, and then you block the lens?
Sorry. You see that connection with Stubbins and Dolittle because it's there with Harry and Robert.
I remember seeing his screen testing and went, oh my God, I wonder if that's what Tom Cruise was like when he was 11. But he's very much his own guy. He's just a really capable kid. And so my mentorship program to the next generation of actors continues.
Board now, let's shoot. Lower. Accommodate the camera frame. There we are. Come on, dude, you knew it.
Sorry.
I'm tired of your apologies.
People always say, don't work with children and animals.
Everyone's fired, and I quit.
I think they had, and Robert Downey Jr.
I so want to get this right. Practice, practice, practice.
There's nothing you can get better at until you've done it more often, so don't worry about it. It's like surfing, which I know nothing about.
And of course, this film, that's all there is.
Throughout the shoot, Robert teaches me martial arts, which I really, really enjoy.
Watch, by the end of it, he'll be giving me lessons. Your weapons are stacked up. Mine are closer. See, that's just me trying. Guess you're just going like that.
Touchwood doesn't happen, but if it ever happened in the real world, it could be really useful.
He's getting quick now.
Yes.
He's gonna break my nose before we're done. You got it. Now step forward. There it is. You're stead. You see the improvement already? No hesitation. Yes.
When you watch Robert work, you just want to stare at him, really, even though you can't because it's a bit weird.
Just lock right into me and sell it. Sell it like your life is on the line.
You're killing it, by the way.
I know all of his one-liners before we shoot.
Moving on!
So this is before a take.
No, no, no.
Talent's ready.
Talent's ready.
Roll sound.
Cut, much. Roll sound.
Let's shoot this turkey.
All right, let's shoot this turkey.
He has a lot of phrases and there's too many to remember.
What? Pardone. Why is nothing easy on this crowd? Green diaper time.
I'm not changing a thing.
It's poetry.
I'm really lucky to have Robert on this set to give me advice.
A year from now, this movie will be out and the phone's gonna be ringing. So get all the schooling you can now. Exactly. I like you, dude.
Thank you.
And I really believe in you.
He's made me a much better actor. He's not only just a co-star, he's like my friend. It's hard to call it work.
We've been through a lot. HC and RD.
Jay.
Joe Rock came to us with this script that Steve Gagan had written.
All works. It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
They say that Robert was the person that they had in mind when he wrote it, and Robert and I read it, and we thought, this is really fun.
I live for this. Oh, yeah! Well, all right.
There was something about just the gentle, sweet adventure and the idea of communication and empathy.
It's okay to be scared.
I like the idea of a return to the kind of movie that I grew up watching when I was a kid.
That's sweet. Robert is incredible. As he said one time, he was like, I was born to play this part, and I really think that's true. It's lightning in a bottle.
I'm the only human here.
In the beginning of the movie, when we find Dolittle, he's in recluse mode. So I wanted to think about the character that I'm creating is someone who has become a hermit and isolated himself.
My patience is waning. I like it.
Jesus.
Yeah. I can keep this on for up to 11 seconds at a time. He's had it on since what, 10 a.m.?
Tuesday, yeah.
Oh, I'll put my beard on.
Let's get you ready to go, honey.
Let's clean him up.
Nighty-night, Doc.
We'll accompany you to Buckingham Palace, after all.
It was some of the trippier costumes I've ever worn. I've worn some odd stuff. We wanted to do a departure from stuff that Jenny and I had done before and just be kind of a little weirder and a little like he's just grabbing things from places as he goes along, and there's disguises.
He sent me a wonderful image of a Welsh doctor, 1835, who wore rather eccentric green velvet pixie outfits with sort of dagged bottoms of his trousers. I then try and put it into what scenes I think it would work for, and he takes it and does something completely different with it because he knows the character in a different way.
We've no choice but to embark on this perilous journey.
Robert Downey Jr. will always bring his own creativity.
Clew up the sails and get my suit.
Robert Downey, he's bringing that sense of empathy for life.
You need this more than I do.
Stories like this allows you to see a human perspective of other living creatures. And I think that Robert will carry that.
The doctor is back!
The stop at Monteverdi was a very big deal. This island of bandits and thieves was home of the island's notorious ruler, King Rasuli.
There are certain characters that, for whatever reason, I know them. He is a pirate king. He's very unpredictable. He defines himself as I am a very angry happy. Whatever that means, he makes a word out of that. Angry happy.
I'm certain you didn't mean any of that.
We did have a joy working with Antonio every single day he was there. He brought such a commitment to this
Rasuli.
crazy character, King Rasuli.
Me.
Enjoy the feast!
Right, beard time now. Ready?
No, I'm never ready, but just go. Just go. Just the touch of it. Mustache is the most part.
Antonio Banderas, he is the Pirate King. By that time, I'd been starting to do all the pirates, and my team had really taken it on and were getting fantastic stuff made.
My friends, I am from Monteverdi. Welcome.
And so I kind of knew where the pirates were going, so I just wanted to make him the king of all my other pirates.
How do you do pirates in a different way?
These were pirates from all over the globe, being gathered together. Lots of tribal scars and lots of tattoos and dust and dirt.
Whose idea was that? All right, we'll keep it.
Monteverdi is this island where animals and people live in this fantasy world in complete harmony.
We are being attacked! And everything is for the sake of having fun as actors. And I saw that in Robert from minute one, and I think he detected something like that from me. So we started just having fun with those characters.
He just slays it. Banderas is fantastic.
Would you like to change hats? I am here because of what happened between action and cut. I love it. That possibility to become somebody and to live in universes that are different to the one that we live, filled with sweetness,
This beautiful delicacy.
humor, adventure. That is the secret of the whole thing.
Keep going.
Hello there, little squid. You don't understand me, do you? That would be preposterous.
Root flower.
I wasn't talking to the squid.
Michael Sheen was our first and only thought for this character.
History will remember me, but not for long.
Michael Sheen brings such a dynamic performance to Mudfly.
It's Mudfly. Mudfly. With an umlaut.
Right off the bat, he's just someone who's so fun to work with. He's a pro, and also he kind of likes just entertaining himself. He would crack me up a lot.
Oh, actually, no, that's still Madeline.
Woodfly is the Queen's doctor, but I'm also part of the nefarious plot of Lord Badgley.
You will be on the Britannia, making certain Dolittle never returns.
Woodfly has a history with Dolittle.
That's right, Blazel be cut. Still Blair.
Woodfly has harbored ill feelings towards Dolittle for many, many years.
He was like this at school. Lean in, lean in. I'm saying something interesting.
I think at heart he's really jealous of Dolittle.
I'm not obsessed with Dolittle. You're obsessed with Dolittle. You're the one obsessing about my obsession with Dolittle.
He recognizes that Dolittle has a kind of wild, raw, natural ability that he lacks.
Why is he here?
Her Majesty has personally requested Dr. Dolittle.
And I think for all his apparent hatred of Dolittle's spontaneity and chaos...
I hate you. That's what I've come to.
Actually, he's really envious of that kind of freedom that Dolittle has.
Pay attention to this, Dolittle.
So he's sort of turned that envy and that jealousy and that admiration, I suppose, I think, for Dolittle into a kind of burning desire to stop him and thwart him.
I beat you.
Have you been here before? It's a most unusual place.
I'm prepared for anything. It's like a zoo in a house. It's what I would like a house to be if I had loads of animals.
A lot of what we did was literally just trying to set up all these environments to house this motley crew of creatures.
King's pawn to e4.
It's not often that you're doing a living room set where you're saying, all right, now, wouldn't we have to make room for a polar bear to get in here? Where can the giraffe put her head in the window? And what's a comfortable place for a silverback gorilla to sleep?
Smells lovely, Doc.
As you'll see in the film, the animal feeder itself sat in the middle of the room.
Something that was a very, very tiny line in the script of how the animals eat. And we developed this whole idea of mechanizing it.
And on cue, as you would say, we start to get some steam. And if you look up, you start to see things starting to rotate. And you watch as vegetables, nuts, and Brussels sprouts fall into this area. That then comes down into this area here, where you can see we get some feed. We wanted to also add other instruments. Then it was talked that maybe there could be a machine that makes tea. We embraced that there was animals within the environment here. So the idea was there was an animal in here rotating this round. There's a spoon that picks up the tea leaves, brings it over to the cup, and that triggers everything else. And pours a cup of tea. The animals have got to move around. Part of them moving around is that they have this route above. As you can see, there's a train here. And you can see in the bookshelves, you can see lots of ladders and steps. And that's where we say that they live.
Kind of the classic thing of being on a roller coaster. So they'll put their arms in the air and they go down the big slope, and it's kind of a fun thing that the mice do every night when they're going to have something to eat. How do they get up there? How do we move them around? Part of that way is to create a lift. And we've built 2 lifts.
It's just perfect. There's a train track for the mice. How cool is that? There's elevators for the mice.
Hey, Doc, save some for us this time.
We got a code red! Code red! Code red, everybody!
The doctor is back!
The operating theatre was slightly different from the rest of the set in that it was a completely unused space. It had been left to sort of go fallow, with plants growing into the windows, and it needed to be seen in such a way that they could just whip off all the covers from the machinery and perform an operation there and then.
Don't worry, we got you, pal.
This is the operating theatre, as you can see. This one here is the magnifying glass. Chi-Chi would be looking through over onto this operating theatre. In every operating theatre, you need an anaesthesia machine. This was operated by Jip.
Haven't done this in a while.
Jip's paws would go on these 2 levers, and as they moved them up and down, that would start these 2 cylinders moving up and down. Dolittle's operating theatre.
When you wake up, everything will be fine.
Everything's slightly accentuated and everything's slightly strange, and it was just to try and get the feel of this busy, animal-centric mad scientist world.